Some funky friends that'll keep even the little ones busy.
All right, everybody, let's do this!
To learn as you watch educational shows for curious young minds.
You can do some amazing things.
There's plenty for everyone. Tune in to our kids' shows and get everything you need to keep the kids entertained and learning the fun way. Go TV, live it, love it.
Thanks for being with us. Eid prayers were said at various Jumaat mosques across Bidda Emirate in compliance with the Niger State government's directive on the Eid al-Fitr celebration. Esu Nukbe and Chairman Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers Alhaji Yahya Abubakar observed the 2 rakat prayer at the Usman Zaki Central Mosque in Bidda. Jones Ajay report.
The Bidda Eid prayer ground was under lock, which prompted the Muslim faithful to observe the 2 rakat Eid prayer at the various Jumat mosques. The chief imam of Bidda, Sheikh Adamu Yakatu, led the faithful in the prayer. Sheikh Adamu Yakatu prayed the Almighty to wipe away the global coronavirus disease. He urged the faithful not to forget all the lessons learned during the Ramadan fast and to also put it in practice. Etunupe and Chairman Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers Alhaji Yahya Abubakar described the coronavirus pandemic as a trying period that God will surely bring to an end. Etu Yahya Abubakar implored his subjects to observe good personal and environmental hygiene so as to curtail the spread of COVID-19.
We hope and we pray Almighty Allah to direct our leaders, political leaders, to come out with a very, very formidable plan to ensure that all the sufferings that people have gone through actually have been catered for.
Etu Yahya Abubakar then prayed God to accept all the supplications offered during the just concluded holy month of Ramadan. Jones Ajay, NTA News.
As part of the activities marking this year's Eid al-Fitr, the Nigerian Air Force has organized 2020 Chief of Air Staff lunch for the officers and men of the force in Katsina. Abdul Malik Hassan reports.
The special reception for the officers and men from different military formations is aimed at expressing gratitude to individual and collective sacrifices to foster spirit of comradeship, as well boost the morale of the soldiers in protecting the territorial integrity of the country against any form of external aggression. Addressing the troops, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, represented by Air Officer Commanding Special Operations Command, Air Vice Marshal Charles Owo, commended the troops for marking this year's Eid al-Fitr celebration.
Notwithstanding, we should bear in mind that a lot is at stake in this war against banditry and kidnapping. We must therefore not allow ourselves to be taken unawares, and hence I enjoin all personnel to remain disciplined and not to relent in the effort towards ensuring safety and security of our citizens.
He said the force is committed to addressing the lingering security challenges in the state, which he said necessitated the deployment of the Air Force Special Forces to the frontline local government areas of Katsina State. Air Vice Marshal Charles Owo further commended the effort of the air officers for their commitment towards ensuring the security in the country, especially the Northwest. He urged them to comply with the health professionals' directive to guard themselves against the COVID-19 pandemic. In Katsina, Abdul Malik Hassan, NTA News.
And more on security, away from the Eid al-Fitr, the Nigerian military says the air task force, the air component of Operation Hadarin Daji has neutralized close to 200 bandits in multiple airstrikes conducted at Ibrahim Maybai's camp in Jibia local government area of Katsina State and Kurman Kura in Zurmi local government area of Zamfara State. In a statement signed by Coordinator, Directorate of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, the airstrikes were executed on 22nd and 23rd May 2020 after a series of intelligence missions led to the confirmation that the 2 locations were being used as hideouts for some notorious bandit leaders, whilst also serving as collection points for rusted cattle. The air component employing Nigerian Air Force ground attack aircraft and helicopter gunships destroyed the makeshift structures in the camps, killing the bandits' leaders and their fighters. Human intelligence sources later confirmed that close to 200 armed bandits were killed in the airstrikes at the target locations. The Chief of the Air Staff has directed that additional assets be deployed to cover Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa and Kogi states to frustrate any attempt of the bandits to relocate to adjoining state. 50 trafficked girls and 19 stranded Nigerians who were successfully evacuated from Lebanon have arrived in Nigeria. Minister of Foreign Affairs Jeffrey Onyama, who confirmed this in a tweet, said the evacuation was with the financial and logistic support of the Lebanese government and Lebanese community in Nigeria. He expressed profound gratitude to the Lebanese ambassador in Nigeria, Hossam Diad, and Nigerian ambassador in Lebanon, Goni Zanabura. On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who will not have to attend the next session of his trial on July 19. The Jerusalem District Court ruled on Sunday. The ruling was handed down by Jerusalem District Court Judge Rivka Friedman-Feldman, the head of the three-judge panel overseeing Netanyahu's trial, at the conclusion of the 50-minute arraignment hearing, during which Netanyahu pleaded innocent to the charges of fraud, bribery and breach of trust. President Muhammadu Buhari has commiserated with the media industry, particularly Nigeria Union of Journalists and Nigeria Guild of Editors, over the passing of the Saturday editor of New Telegraph, Wahid Bakari. Presidential statement says the president sent condolences to family of the deceased and management of New Telegraph newspapers, describing the editor's death as a collective loss to the media and the nation, that he served passionately with his talent. The president prays that God will receive the soul of the departed and comfort all those who mourn him. Let's talk sport. Nigeria Volleyball Federation to give palliatives to the National League clubs across the country to reduce the effect of COVID-19. Olumide Aguntola reports that the sport writers also benefited from the palliatives.
Just like in other spheres of life, this is not the best of time for volleyball players and officials due to the impact of coronavirus. This leads to the Federation's resolve to share over 1 million naira palliatives to the 18 national male and female volleyball clubs in Nigeria. The president of the Nigeria Volleyball Federation, Musa Nimrod, said the palliatives will, among other things, strengthen the ties